rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
Now that we have Rise of Flight installed, we need to update it. So first we double click the icon and bring up the launcher, and then we hit update. This will bring up 4 new options for us. The first is Start Game, which will take us back to the launcher. Update will bring us the update options. Recovery is what you use if you have a corrupted installation, and Close will just close the app. So we hit update, then we select our server mirror, bring it across, and then we hit update. This update process will take a while, so we'll come back to it once it's complete. With Rise of Flight up to date, we hit Start Game, and that'll take us back to the launcher. When the launcher opens, we are greeted by the News tab. This tab shows all recent developments in Rise of Flight. Next is the Graphics tab, where you change all your graphics settings. More detailed explanations of these settings are in the manual, but I will highlight some in case you suffer low frame rates. Firstly, ensure your settings keep memory usage below 100%. Secondly, if you use super sampling, ensure your AA is set to 2, as it has an enormous impact on performance. Thirdly, use the FPS limiter option if you suffer stutters. And finally, reduction of landscape mesh quality and object visibility can also increase performance. Now looking at the game settings, we can see we can change our language, or we can select mods on or mods off. If you want to fly in multiplayer and have your statistics recorded, you will need to fly in mods off. In the sound tab, most users can run everything on maximum, but if you run into out of memory errors, then you can consider reducing the sound quality. The camera tab allows you to customize the different view modes in Rise of Flight. A detailed explanation of these modes can be found in the manual. The Network tab allows you to manually input network settings, including your own internet speed under the traffic limit. However, if you do not know your speed, 1 MB per second for incoming and outgoing works for most users. Now that we have gone through the various launcher settings, we can click Start to get into Rise of Flight itself and register our copy of the game. We need an account first before we can register our game. So we click on Create Account, accept the terms and conditions of using the account, and then we input our information accordingly. It's important to remember that the account login you create here is also your account on the Rise of Flight website, where you can purchase downloadable content for the game, such as extra aircraft. Also, the key we need to input here depends on if we have the retail or free-to-play version of the game. Retail versions have their own keys, but I'm going to register using the free-to-play version, so I will input that key. This free-to-play version gives me full access to all game modes in Rise of Flight using 2 aircraft and their field modifications. With our registration successful, all we have to do now is create a profile to play with. Give ourselves a pilot name and a motto, and then we hit ready. If you register using a free-to-play version like I've done here, you can purchase a retail copy and then activate it using this winged angel icon. However, activating a retail copy over the top of the free-to-play version can only be done if you have not yet purchased any other DLC. This means you have the option of either adding DLC individually to your free-to-play version, or you can activate a retail copy before adding DLC. The choice is yours. These options are made possible because there is no difference in functionality between the free-to-play version and a retail copy. Both have full access to all game features, the only difference being in retail copies including more DLC by default. Any purchased content is then bound to your account using a cloud system, meaning you can install and play Rise of Flight on any computer and you'll have access to this content when you log in. In the next video, we'll look at Rise of Flight account management, which will include activating and gifting aircraft, as well as how to install the skin packs.